What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are going to showcase how strong Haunter can be in the Great League. Now, you guys do need to be aware that because Haunter can do so much damage and is so glassy, it's also going to be very vulnerable to some super effective moves. You got to watch out for confusion, and you have to watch out for some of those dark and ghost type Pokemon who have those kind of charge moves, fast moves. But as you guys will see right here, we landed a great lead, Azumarill into Altaria. Now we have the Haunter versus the Registeel, and this is like so much damage is about to come out. And you can kind of play it. It's tricky right here. Your opponent has 2 shields, so I'm trying to go for a shield bait right here. He calls my bait, which is perfectly fine. So now I'm going to go into double shield right here, and I accidentally clicked Shadow Punch right there. I wanted to get to it before he got off another lock on, so what I'm going to do is only go for nice, because what you guys are going to see is not going to do as much damage. That way I can farm him down for more energy. I have to pressure his Altaria when it comes back in. I need to get a shield away from him, so we're going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Punch right here. This should get this shield from the Altaria. There's no reason why he would try to let a Shadow Ball come through. And what we're going to do is now swap into Registeel to soak the charge move right here. Sky Attack would have taken out my Haunter, and I want to keep Haunter with that loaded energy because it can absolutely destroy. Now we're going to see a Swampert come in, which is okay. Hydro Cannon isn't going to take us out from this range. Earthquake could, but he couldn't get to that in time. So he's going for Hydro Cannon, and then we're going to go ahead and go for Focus Blast. This is going to apply a huge amount of pressure to a Swampert because it's going to do about 60 to 70% of his health. Now he does decide to shield right there, which is perfectly fine for us. Remember, we still have Azumarill for the Altaria, and we have some Haunter with loaded energy. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring in the Azumarill instead of the Haunter. He has some extra loaded energy, and I need him to use a charge move here. Now, what I'm hoping that he does is he sees my Azumarill come in, so he wants to go for either his Sludge Wave or his Earthquake, so we're going to get to a Shadow Punch before he can decide what to do right there. Really confusing my opponent and still taking down the Swampert when he had all of that loaded energy. Now, the Altaria is going to take out our Haunter. We had the Shadow Punch, but we couldn't get it off there. But Azumarill is going to be able to safely take down the Altaria right here. Sky Attack would not do a lot of damage to this Azumarill, and we're just going to be able to get to an Ice Beam right here, and that is going to be a good game. Now, I get kind of confused right here and kind of worried because the Ice Beam does no damage. I'm like, what? No. Oh, my opponent surrendered right there. So very good battle, and we're going to go ahead and move into the next match right here. Now, this match was super close. We didn't pull out a win on this one, but oh, it was so close. Okay, so we landed another great lead, Azumarill into Altaria. Now, you see the swap into Azumarill, so we're going to go ahead and go into Haunter right now. Haunter's going to be able to do a ton of damage to Azumarill, and this is where it gets iffy with the charge moves that you go for, where you want to shield bait, but you also want to land, you need to land Shadow Balls, basically is the name of the game right here. So I'm going to go for a Shadow Punch, hoping to shield bait him right now, and what he's going to do is not shield. So now this puts us in a predicament because we have to go for a Shadow Punch, but we can't get to it in time before he gets off another Ice Beam. So we can't let Haunter go down with all this loaded energy, so we're going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Punch right here. I'm hoping this can finish off his Azumarill or get a shield from him. Now, we only do great because I want to farm him down for some energy, as you guys can see right there, so I can get another charge move off. Again, applying pressure on the back end. That's what's important with the Haunter. If you're able to take down your opponent's Pokemon, you want to try to have as much residual energy to force shields on the next Pokemon coming in, so you're in a better circumstance. So now, we're going to bring in the Azumarill into the Altaria, and we're going to see the swap into Defense Form Deoxys. So this is where it's going to be close because Defense Form Deoxys is going to do really well against Registeel, but I need to try to pressure this Defense Form Deoxys down with Play Rough. Now, he is going to be getting off Thunderbolt, which is going to be doing super effective damage to Azumarill, but we can soak it. It's not going to do a ton. And what I'm hoping to do is to be able to get his shield. That's basically what I want. I'm like, shield, please, shield. Lord, he's not shielding. Okay, so we need him to now dump his energy because it's going to be erased in the fight against Altaria here. So he gets off the charge move, and we can actually farm some energy with our Registeel right here. Just a little bit of lock-on, not too much. I think it was about 3 fast attacks. And now this is going to be a race. So Altaria with a shield has the potential to take out our Registeel right here. Sky attacks, he's going to have to get excellent on every single one. Every little bit of damage matters right here. And our ability, we have to get off 3 flash cannons. Now he's gonna let us hit him with 1 because he knows that he can survive. But we have to land another one, and he still has a shield. So we basically just tied him right there. He's going to get off a sky attack right here. This will not take us out. It's going to get us very, very low. And we're going to be able to get to the lock-on, and now it's going to be a race to the charge move. We have to get to this flash cannon. It is just, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm staring at my health. I'm staring at the flash cannon. I click on flash cannon, and he wins the CMP tie because he has a higher attack than us. So very good battle to my opponent. We're going to go ahead and move into game 3 here. Same team. And Haunter, oh, I love Haunter, guys. But you have to be careful of Pokemon like Hypno, Pokemon like Umbreon. You just got to watch out for them. They are going to absolutely shred a Haunter apart. Now, we land an okay lead right here, Azumarill into Registeel, but the thing is we don't have Hydro Pump. This is where I'm like, I wish I had all 3 charge moves, right? Hydro Pump, Play Rough, Ice Beam, I want it all, but we can't. So what we have to do is try to bluff. I want to try to bluff a Hydro Pump. So I'm going to build up to what a Hydro Pump would be, and then I'm going to go for Ice Beam right here. If he decides to shield, or even if he doesn't, I'm going to swap into Haunter. This is perfect. We got his shield. Now we're going into Haunter. And Haunter, I can safely shield whatever Registeel is going to throw here and get so far ahead on energy. And if he decides to stay in, he's going to get shredded. So we're going to stay in, or he's deciding to stay in. We're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball. We either want to pressure his health or pressure that final shield. And we do get the final shield. So this is fantastic for us. We can shield again. Now Haunter, because it's going to take him a little while to get to lock on, what we can do is farm a little bit and then go for a Shadow Punch right here to finish him off safely, and we still have loaded energy on the backside. And this is where Haunter is at his deadliest in the meta. Loaded energy, no shields. Here comes an Azumarill. Here comes a Shadow Ball to the face. So we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball. This is going to be doing tons of damage to Azumarill. And then I believe I can get to a Shadow Claw in time. No, I swapped to Azumarill on the Ice Beam right here to soak the charge move while still keeping my Haunter alive. Now, he still has one more Pokemon in the back, and it's going to be a Meganium, which is perfect. We have Ice Beam right here for Meganium, and we need him to expel his energy into our Azumarill. He's either going to go down to another Ice Beam that we're going to be able to get off, or he's going to have to use Frenzy Plant. So he is going to be opting to use Frenzy Plant, which is perfectly fine for us. This is what I want him to do, and this is where Haunter can clean shop. No shields, he has loaded energy, both Pokemon on his team are low. So we're going to go straight for Shadow Punch right here. We didn't want him to get to another Frenzy Plant. This will be taking out Meganium because it does very heavy neutral damage, and then the Azumarill is going to come back in, and we're going to be able to get to another Shadow Punch in time, and it's just... Haunter is so good, guys. You need to be careful against it, and if you're using it, you got to use it correctly, and it can be really deadly. So, moving into game 4 now. I think this is another one where when all shields are down and they don't have a counter for Haunter in the back, he will destroy a team right here. So we're up against Tyler. Very great battle, but we have a Haunter versus Azumarill here, which is kind of tough. We need to respect the Shadow Ball and potential Sludge Bomb that Haunter has access to, but Shadow Punches aren't going to do a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call his bluff. I'm guessing he's going for Shadow Punch, but it's a Shadow Ball. I'm like, oh no. Okay. So we have to go for Ice Beam right here. This is going to get him, take him out if he doesn't shield. So we get his shield. And now I'm like, okay, I need to get to another Ice Punch or Ice Beam if we can. And we don't get it. I'm like, oh. But the thing is, this is where Haunter can take him out. One Shadow Claw, and I can finish off his own Haunter. So we're going to shield, respect the Shadow Punch. We don't want to get taken out. We finish off his own Haunter. And now things start to get really good. So we have a Venusaur come in. which is perfectly fine for us. We're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Punch right here. We're going to scare that shield. He doesn't want a Shadow Ball to hit him, so we're going to get his shield, which is perfectly fine, and this is where we're going to over-farm. You need to take advantage of these opportunities. Right after your opponent uses that charge move when they have no other energy, I'm going to over-farm. I'm going to farm, 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 and now go for Shadow Punch. He's within Shadow Punch range. I don't need to go for Shadow Ball, and what you're going to see is the final Pokemon that's going to be coming in is going to be in a Alolan Raichu, and we're going to be able to go for a Shadow Ball right away, and this is going to be one-shotting Alolan Raichu. Just again goes to show how strong Haunter can be in the Great League. Now moving into the final battle of today's video. I can't exactly remember which one this was, but it was a Azumarill into Togekiss. Okay, yep. So we have a Azumarill into Togekiss. So right away, Haunter, I need to bring in Haunter whenever he swaps out. So I'm guessing he's going to try to swap out on my charge move, which he does. And now we're going to bring Haunter into a Registeel. Again, another matchup like we saw earlier. We can safely shield right here, and what I want to do is apply huge pressure this time around. Before, against another opponent, I tried to go for the Shadow Punch and he didn't shield. This time, you know what? I want his shields right now. I want his shields and I want his health, so we're going Shadow Ball all the way. And we're going to get him taken out. So we're going to get him low. He has 2 shields still, but his Registeel is completely gone. He's going to be bringing in Swampert now. So this is now where I can shield bait. Shadow Punch will still do a lot, and he only has Togekiss in the back, so he is going to shield. And we're going to be able to get to another Shadow Punch right here before he can even get to a Hydro Cannon. This is why Haunter is so deadly right here. And then I think I swap now into a Azumarill. No, okay, I let the Haunter go down right here. He got both shields right there, completely shredded down Swampert. And now we can, or he didn't get both shields, he got 1 shield. And now we can bring in the Azumarill right here. We're going to go ahead and go for Ice Beam. And now I need to respect the fact that he has potentially a Sludge Wave, which is going to do super effective damage to my Azumarill. So I'm going to go ahead and shield right here. I still have Registeel in the back for Togekiss. So we are sitting very, very comfortably. Sludge Wave does get us low, but he is going to come right into an Ice Beam from Azumarill. This is going to be doing massive amounts of damage to the Togekiss, and then we're just going to bubble down. Now, he's going to be able to get off a charge move here at the last second, but the Ancient Power won't be able to take us out here. It's going to get us low, but we're going to be able to get to basically an Ice Beam right after this Swampert comes in. So the Ice Beam will be finishing off the Azumarill, and that is going to be a great game. So yeah, guys, Haunter is very, very deadly in the Great League. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys found it informative. Haunter is really deadly. You guys need to respect the Haunter. Some great counters for a Haunter could be something like a Hypno, maybe something like an Umbreon, even potentially Whiscash and Swampert. They can really put in a lot of hurt. But yeah, if you guys aren't bringing those, just know that Haunter is lurking around out there, and if you have no shields on your team, a Haunter can clean through a whole team. Even against Pokemon that it's going to be weak to, it can do so much damage with Shadow Ball. And on top of that, Shadow Ball is no longer Legacy, guys. You guys can TM your Haunter to get Shadow Ball. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.